we go, guys. This is the finished structure for bag 1 of the DeLorean build, and nothing too special. The only thing I will point out with this build is you can see we get this little red lever on the bottom, and if I focus the camera up here, you can actually see that when this lever is pulled, it will move those gear pieces there just like that. So that is nice. That'll change the wheels, I think, from just the vertical to the horizontal for the hover car. So very interested to see how that works for the final. And of course, with the minifigures here, we also get the Marty and we also get the Doc. But I will do those in more detail after the build is finished. Here we go, guys. Here is just a quick update after finishing bag 2. As we can see, we're just starting to continue building up this frame. So we're starting to see some of the light grey pieces for the sides of the door here. This is obviously going to be the interior of the car, but still no more Technic mechanisms built yet, just more blocky pieces. But that's it for bag 2. Here we go, guys. I have just finished bag 3 and man, this is looking fantastic. That bag was an entire bag of Technic, so that did take quite a while, but as you can see, the car is really starting to flush out now, and we can see we have this fantastic mechanism here where if I look at that red switch I had on the back there, if we move that, you can actually see here these bits pop in and out on where all the wheels would be there. So that looks so fantastic. One really interesting thing I found when building this is these two yellow pieces here. In the previous build, they actually made me put them underneath here to kind of stop this red lever from moving around. But now that we need to actually move the red lever, they actually made me take those two pieces out and actually put them here on the set. So I've never seen that before, but yeah, that's just an interesting thing that I found in this set. That's all for bag 3. Time for bag 4. Here we go, guys. Here is bag 4 done, and you can see it's just kind of building up this base section of the car. So nothing really too impressive, just, adding in general, adding some bits around. We can see this function where the wheel, we can see where the wheels are actually going to go a lot clearer. So that does look very nice when we flip this out. And then also we can see we have started to build the top of the boot here, like the bonnet, and we can just see some nice angled detailing on the front there. But yeah, that's all for bag 4. Here we go, guys, bag 6 here, and you can see we are really starting to get into this build now, almost halfway, or just over halfway through, and we can see mostly the front here, these paneling all on the side there, really curving off this build, and as you can see here on the front, of course, we have the DeLorean logo, and just that classic styled, just a little bit jutting forward. It really looks so fantastic. You can see we've also this bonnet is now starting to, make its place at home there. So that's looking fantastic. And then we are also just putting a little bit more flush on the back here, but nothing too special there. Mostly just on the front there. But yeah, that's all for bag 5. Here we go, guys. Here is the end of bag 6, and man, this is really starting to take shape now. We can see from the back here, we are getting all those paneling, the wheel arches back there, and we can see we have just installed these lights on the back here, as well as some of the detail for that back bumper there. But just in general, this is starting to look so fantastic. You can really see that this is a DeLorean now, and I'm super happy with how it's going. But yeah, that's the end of bag 6. Here we go, guys. I have just finished bag 7, and it is really starting to take shape now, especially this kind of central area here. So mainly what I just worked on for that bag was, you can see we've got the interior seats there. You can see we have just put in the flux capacitor there, and you can see we have all of the dials and stuff in the front console area there. So very nice bag. Of course, we've got that windscreen piece that was kind of painful to put in without getting smudges all over it, but I think I've got it all right, and this is really starting to look fantastic now, and we're starting to get that height as well, so can't wait for the next bag. Here we go, guys. Here is the end of bag 8, and this is really starting to get the build kind of towards the back here now. So you can see we have got those sections where the back thrusters will eventually go, and you can see we're really starting to get some of that engine detail down in the back there. So a couple of the pipes going in, a little bit of detail on the sides. We can also see here we have the start of the doors, so you can see this little section is going to open up there. Obviously the door is going to attach onto there, and also we have been given our activator switch for the flux capacitor, so a bit hard to see from this angle, but you can push this switch down back here and it does light up the flux capacitor there. So very nice indeed. But that's all for bag 8. Here we go, guys. I have just finished bag 9, and this is really taking shape now. As you can see, this bag was just putting these doors on, and look how amazing these look. They are perfectly flush with the set. I am so happy with how these went in, and you can see they just open up so simply like that. And of course, because they are a bit heavy, they will fall down, but I think these look absolutely fantastic, and they're perfect for the DeLorean. Definitely looking forward to the next bag. Only 2 left. See you in the next one. Here we go, guys. I have just finished building bag 10, and the car is almost finished. We have 1 bag left after this one, but it looks so amazing. This shape, all the detail around the outside here. I'll definitely get into more detail when I actually do the review, but we can see here I've just built the hoverboard and the case of plutonium in there, so that's looking absolutely fantastic. I am so happy with this car is turning out, but let's do the last one, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Here we go, guys. Here is the build so far. So I have just finished putting these back thrusters on, so a little bit more detail there, and getting ready for the number plate. And of course we can see the paneling now continues down the side there. But I have just reached the point in the build where I decide which car I'm going for. So do I want to do Back to the Future 1, Back to the Future 2, or Back to the Future 3 versions of the DeLorean? Because as it says in the instruction manuals here, the way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? So we can choose our favorite. Personally, I think I'm going to go for the Back to the Future 2, just because that's got all the futuristic technology, the Mr. Fusion. That's also how I want to display this car, because I'm hoping to get a stand so I can do it with the hollow wheels. So I am going to be displaying this in the Back to the Future 2 positions. I'll do that now, and I'll see you guys once it's done. Here we go, guys. I have just finished the final bag and the DeLorean is done. It looks absolutely amazing. I am so in love with this car already, but you might be a bit confused. You might notice that there's still lots of pieces here, and that's because these pieces are for both the first and the third versions of the DeLorean. So, of course, I have made the second one. So this is the one that has the Mr. Fusion, but, of course, the feature I'm sure you have all been waiting for. Check out those hover wheels. That looks so sick. That is so clean. But that is the end of the DeLorean. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. Now, I will be building these other parts of the DeLorean and putting them in my full review, which we'll hopefully review next week. But this is the end of the DeLorean time-lapse. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to go leave a comment if you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe so you stick around for any more videos. And make sure to give a thumbs up. It really helps my channel so I continue to get LEGO sets to review and speed build for you guys. That's all for today. Have a great one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.